Another day, another grind. Once again, we have Daboulch on the Lizard Man on Total Tavern Map Haunted Vale against Bob the Builder and Kiselev. Pretty much domination once again, and I'm kind of curious to see how the Bulge now performs against Bob the Builder, a pretty famous, um, yeah, competitive domination player for sure. So on the Bulge side, we have Ancient Salamanders. So he is using them once again here, kind of his tech, right? Then we have the Skink Priest for sure. And then what do we find more? We have Nakai, the Wanderer, like last time. Couple of Skink Skirmishers here in the front, and then Chaffs in the back. Not really anything else. For Kiselev, Boris Ursus is on his bear, sorry. Ulrika Magdova also, and then two snow leopards for probably hunting down some large units for sure. Because I think he thought he would bring like bigger units for sure. Then standard stuff, Kosars, a lot of Kosars. Um, Kosars with spears. Yep, that is kind of the beginning. So let's fast forward here. Both armies are moving in. Middle point is immediately taken by the Lord Corps here of Kiselev. And yep, those snow leopards are going into the skink cohorts. Pretty good stuff. And then probably point number one is going for to Bob, and point number three is going here for Daboulch, and the middle point will be probably the one where you have to fight a lot. Um, Ulrika Magdova is already poisoned a little bit, but that's not anything, nothing special. Yeah, that's the thing. Now, Cold One Spear Riders are summoned in, and they probably will support here a little bit with their mobility. Would be interesting to see if, yeah, now point number one can be taken by the Lizard Man. The Corsairs probably stay here just and will, yeah, shoot into all those units. Ancient Salamander getting focused here by those Corsairs. And now the Patriarch also going into the battle. Trying probably to cast some foul magic. He is going for, yep, those Cold One Spear Knights. Cold One Spear Riders, sorry. Yep, Patriarch, maybe that was a decoy, right? We have a little bit of shooting here by the Salamander, but he kind of didn't drink his target potion today. And now one leopard, a little bit, yeah, half HP down here. So those leopards, I'm really kind of curious, when do you use them and how do you use them? Because I'm not seeing them very often. Kiselev now moving on to the point, using their superior range to kind of poke down those Saurus warriors and lizards. So Daboulch has to move a little bit away, kind of forcing them to come here. And now what do we have here? We have a Flock of Doom going down onto a lot of units, so that's a nice value piece for sure. Where is the Skink Priest that did it? Where is he? Here he is, and let's look into it. Yeah, 200 value. Well, can go better for sure. On the flanks now, Saurus Warriors are kind of moving in, and we have a big build-up, kind of. Both armies are kind of shy in engaging, and here a little blunder by the Bulge Skink cohorts, getting surrounded by a lot of large units here. Patriarch plus both of the Snow Leopards, but yeah, now he can move in anyways into the Ulrika Magdova, but those tough Griffin Legion riders, they immediately broke those units here. The Skink cohorts kind of done. Another Flock of Doom going down, so it is really now, yeah, going down for point number one. Daboulch is now moving in, trying to get the point for sure. Couple of feral cold ones are rampaging, and they have to stay in the fight. Nakai is now in the middle of his fight, and he won poor and pretty much very brave unit stood upon him, but couldn't really do anything. Nakai is pretty a beast. Like, I mean, he looks cool, gets a couple of shots here. I think he does not like it, and slowly but surely losing. He is losing currently, but yeah, I don't think so. I don't think that this is a good thing, getting shot into the back. Now he moves once more into the warriors here, into the Kossars with the Saurus warriors. On the side flanks, skin cohorts finally beating down Kossars. And now I'm pretty curious what Kislev will summon in. Griffin Legion. So a second Griffin Legion is moving in. We have here the Ancient Salamander supporting on point number 1. And of course, we can't forget there were Ripodactyl Riders. And probably we will see also the RRR version, I would assume sometime soon. I think that the Griffin Legions now can feast around here on this battlefield. There's not much resistance here for the Griffin Legion, in my opinion. The Shock Cavalry can jump into a lot of units. We have a couple of, yes, Saurus Warriors, but not really with spears. Yeah, Skin Cohorts breaking here. This Kossar unit, it's still supporting their units, but we have a triple cap by Daboulch, so really good stuff. And I am really curious now. B.O.B the Builder is moving with Kislevite Warriors, somewhere of a sneaky play on point number 3, so Daboulch should respond if he sees that, but he is not, so he probably will lose point number 3 and is engaging more and more on the point number 1 here with Kroxigor summoned there going in. I guess they're kind of good against the legions, right? When you look at his armor piercing, so Griffin Legion should have a hard time here against those Kroxigors. Nonetheless, what is going here down? Ancient Salamander in the midst of a battle. Then, yeah, Boris Ursus supporting his cavalry. I think this is really important for him. We have the Skink Priest, probably could maybe summon another Flock of Doom soon. And Nakai the Wanderer, yep, he is here, but he is beaten up. I would try to move away finally, or maybe try to go for Boris, not Urus in this case. But yeah, we are here now on the point, and yeah, this is what happening here. Kislevite Warriors taking point number 3, and the really fast point ticking is not available for Daboulch. Other than that, yeah, we have still Corsairs. There is a Ripodactyl unit in the woods, and I guess they are kind of good here. They are engaging into the Streltsy. Really good stuff from Daboulch. Immediately going for the Streltsy, that they even can't come out of the spawning zone really of the woods. But the other Streltsy unit is shooting in, so probably but still, I guess that the value should be okay-ish. Trading those, and not even trading, maybe the trading is not so important, but it is important to get those Streltsy from the battlefield, what he is doing pretty well. Saurus Warriors now trying to support here, getting shot by a couple of those Corsairs from the side. Boris is a little bit down on HP, but Nakai as well, so he has to move away. Daboulch is now making a play on point number 3 once again. He moved his Saurus Spears into the Kislevites, plus supported by the Ancient Salamander. Pretty, I would say, pretty clean game by Daboulch here. And B.O.B the Builder is having a hard time for comeback, I would say. There is not much possible to summon here. The Streltsy now shooting in, but Saurus Warriors came in, and there is the tap out by Bob. Wow, nice GG Daboulch. I'm pretty yeah, stunned right now, and I'm happy for Daboulch that he made it. Yeah, I think um, that the snow leopards kind of were countered by Daboulch because he didn't bring any big unit whatsoever that the snow leopards could go for. I don't know why Ulrika Moldova came here and Boris. Yeah, Boris was okay, kind of. Um, then Griffin Legions for sure, one unit really did had an impact, but the Streltsy were pretty much very well defended by the Bulge. Let's look here. So Nakai and the Skink, yeah, the Skink Priest with his Flock of Dooms did really well, and then I would say good supported by the Ancient Salamander. I think it was a very clean game by the Bulge. Also those, yeah, Ripidactyl Riders, they did really well. Croxagores, yeah, they came probably too late and were not fast enough on the battlefield. But yes, GG, and for now, I'm gonna fetch myself a green tea.